Welcome, gentlemen, to the finale of the Premiership, Season 4 of AQL. This is actually Season 5 because we had a Season 0, which was supposed to get things on the way. This has been a crazy journey, and it started as a kind of practice league for us, but then it grew into something far, far beyond what we imagined. Today, we have a face-off between an Indian team and a team from UK and Europe. And lots of people are excited about it. And lots of people are asking me about the link to this match. So we put it up on YouTube. We wanted to have it on a seminar mode, but we weren't sure if how to operate that, maybe next year. So before I go, I would like to introduce the quiz master, Venkatesh Srinivasan, or as we call him Venki. Is one of India's leading quiz masters and event host. He's based in India, Silicon Valley, Bangalore, and he's the co-founder and CEO of Nexus Consulting, a company that uh, makes quiz programming and conducts live quizzes, and it's quite big actually. We are very lucky to have him here, working gratis for us. And he's also putting together a set for the Asian Quizzing Championship that's going to be held in 2 weeks' time at Kota Kinabalu. If any of you can attend, we would welcome you. We already have about 8 or 9 teams. It's a live version of this quiz. It takes place over a Saturday and a Sunday. This time it's at Kota Kinabalu. So that's it from me. I will hand over to Venki, and you can take over, Venki.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Movin, and good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are from across the world on the call, as well as joining us on the YouTube live stream. Welcome to the grand finale of the Premiership of Season 4 of the Asian Quiz League. Firstly, a big shout out to Movin Miranda, Caleb Liu, Nicholas Pang, the people behind conceiving this wonderful Asian Quiz League that's been going on strong for 5 seasons now, as Movin said, and to a very versatile and interesting setting team this year for the Asian Quiz League, led by Rajiv Rai, who will shortly, hopefully, be able to join the call as well. Aditya Gadre, who's on the call. Nicholas Pang, who's unfortunately stuck in some exotic place where he doesn't have too much signal. Arun Hiragange, also known as Apu from Bangalore. Movin Miranda, of course, and a very small contribution here and there from me and Srinivasan. Before we get started, a couple of things to acknowledge. One is, as you might have known, the single biggest improvement this year to AQL, which is already great, was the new software that was brought in, which has made life easy for a lot of us to both read as well as access the games. A big shout out and thanks going out from the AQL team to Raja from Chennai, India, who put the software together. Raja is a veteran of quizzing softwares. When one of the most popular quizzes in India, the Odyssey quiz, was started in 2002, he was involved in creating the software for that. And for the first time, integrated audio, video, visuals, and text, and came up with interesting gaming formats like tic-tac-toe and double O quiz. And in his day job, Raja is a system analyst with focus on UI and UX. And you can see that coming through very clearly in the software that he's created for us. So thank you, Raja. Thank you very much for this fantastic piece of software that you've given us at AQL. Now, today's grand finale match is a shootout between 2 wonderful teams. Let me introduce the teams to you with a little bit of a funny biography that Nicholas has put together. Matunga Mandram are known as the bridesmaids of the Premiership and widely acclaimed as the best team so far not to win the title. They finished third, and 5th over the first 4 seasons and have won a whopping 30 matches across those seasons. Season 4 gives them an opportunity to finally bring back the elusive non-fungible trophy back to Bombay, where all of them are primarily based. But those who play them will know that they're hardly one direction, but a real gang of friends from way back, lots of camaraderie, lots of dynamics, lots of insider jokes. The team is made up of Govind Grewal, Nikhil Sonde, Prithvish Datta, Vinu Sanjay, and Srinath Bhashyam, and they will carry the hopes of millions of Mumbaikars and billions of Indians today, as they will try to be the first Asian team to bring the title home since the Aardvarks did so in June 2021. Up against them today are the Motley Crew, a truly motley assemblage of players from many time zones and quizzing circuits. Some of the names of this team would inspire awe, reverence, and send chills down the spine of others. Multiply that by 6, and we have Amit Dey as captain, Pat Gibson, Mark Ryder representing the Bay Area Quiz Club, Jack Pollock, and Tero Kalivo from Finland. They've lost only 2 matches in the season so far, in the last 2 seasons so far. So Team Europe and Team Aardvarks, you can pat yourself on the back. And the Merlions stole a rare draw from them in the semi-finals. 2 of these non-wins have been in their last 3 matches. So this is the match where they will hope to bring it together with a clear victory and strive to become the first team in the AQL to win back-to-back titles with the championship title from season 3 in their bag as well. So welcome Matunga Mandram, welcome the Motley Crew to this wonderful final. Let's get cracking with that. We'll bring up the software. You know the rules. You can see the topics for both the packets. You have a couple of minutes in which you can discuss. We request you to stay visible on screen, but mute yourself and do a parallel discussion. And then we will go ahead and toss. This set, as you can see, has been set by Rajiv, Movin, Aditya, Arun, Nicholas, and myself. So there we go, 2 minutes of time starting now.
Okay. Best restaurants in the world. I like that one. Fun Studios. Okay.
Can I ask, do we go into a breakout room at all today? Venki?
Yeah, sorry.
Do we go into a breakout room at all today?
There we go.
Yeah, okay, sure. I think Bovin's put up the breakout room invite.
Oh, I think I'm in the wrong breakout room. Let's see here. Breakout room 1. Join breakout.
I think that's time in any case. So request everyone to like kind of be back. We'll bring up the software again.
You put me in the wrong breakout room, I guess.
Yeah.
Wrong breakout room for me. So that's a little mix of, all right, well.
Sorry, have we been added to the wrong breakout room?
No, we are not.
Yeah.
We're back onto the main call. So I don't think any more breakout rooms. I hope everyone's back.
Yeah, nobody. Okay, well.
Okay. Okay. Venki,
Yeah.
I have my laptop back on, so you're hearing a bit of an echo. So what I'll do is that I'll log off my phone. Okay.
Sure.
Sure. Just
Okay. Thanks. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, if the captains are here and we're ready to toss, there's no home or away team here, so I'll leave it to you, gentlemen, to decide who wants to call.
I think we should do the lineups first, and then we know who the captains are, and then
All right, you guys can decide the lineups at your end, but we'll have to toss first before we can enter the names.
Okay, that's true.
So can one of you, Matuka, are you okay calling the toss? Are you?
Yeah, we are okay.
Is it okay, TMC, that we let Matuka call the toss?
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Vinu, will you call?
Yeah,
Okay. What's your call?
heads.
Heads. It is tails. So TMC, are you going first or second?
We'll go second, please.
You'll go second. Okay. So TMC second.
Wait, I think one of the TMC people, there's one extra player there, right?
There is. There's 5 people on both the teams, I think, who are on the call, and the person who's not playing will kind of. I think it would be advisable if the person who's not playing leaves the call. You can follow it on YouTube. That way, it will be absolutely fair. So, Matunga, can you please tell us your order?
I think from the names you should be able to get.
Govind is going first.
Govind first.
Govind first.
Nikhil second.
Nikhil second. Sorry,
Srinath.
Srinath going third. And Vinu is going fourth. Okay. So Prithvish, if you can just drop off the call, please. Thank you. TMC.
Tero 1,
Tero 1.
Mark 2,
Mark 2.
Jack 3,
Jack 3.
and Pat 4.
Pat 4. All right. So Amit, if you
And-
can also just drop off.
Sure, and Pat will be captaining for us during
Pat will
this
be
game.
captaining, and Vinu is captaining for Matunga.
Yeah.
All right, great, fantastic. All the best, all of you. Here we get started. Very first question of the Premiership final of season 4 of AQL. Player number 1, Matunga Mandram. Govind, please pick your topic.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
I will take movies within movies.
Movies within movies. All right. Movies within movies. Question number 1 coming up. Watch this movie within movie with its cliched dialogues. This is probably the only movie within movie that has a sequel of its own. Name this movie.
So
What
Okay.
just happened?
I think Movin just lost connection. He's just resharing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
I'm gonna give you to the count of 10 to get your ugly, yellow, no good keister off my property before I pump your guts full of lead.
All right, Johnny, I'm sorry. I'm going.
1, 2, 10. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Right. Yeah. One more thing to tell all of you. We've increased the time to 40 seconds, as you can see, instead of 30, given that this is the final. So you have 40 seconds.
Angels with dirty faces.
Angels with dirty faces is incorrect.
Sunday,
Movin, mark that wrong. Who's going?
Nikhil.
I'll take it.
Nikhil, go for it.
Angels with filthy souls.
That is the right answer, Nikhil. Angels with filthy souls. And this is the movie within a movie in which film?
Home Alone.
Home Alone. That's correct. Angels with filthy souls from Home Alone, the much awaited sequel, Angels with even filthier souls, dropped in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. So that's 1 point to Matunga Mandram to get started. Second question for Govind. This is one of the finest movies about movies ever made. In the last scene of this movie, which movie based on a book by Sinclair Beckstein does the protagonist refuse to make? Let's watch the clip.
Greatest tragedy ever made. The world will weep. Humanity will sob.
It'll put Shakespeare back with the shipping news.
Quiet! Your personal courage, your sacrifice, the lengths to which you went to sample the bitter dregs of vicissitude will make...
No, and I say it with some embarrassment. I want to make a comedy.
Save us some embarrassment. He doesn't want to make a comedy.
He don't mean that, boss. He's still a little stir-crazy.
Oh, yes, I do. Oh, no, I'm not. You're joking, aren't you, Sully? It's in bad taste, but it's a joke.
No.
But it's had more publicity than the Johnstown flood. What are we going to do with all that publicity?
Oh, you haven't suffered enough.
He hasn't suffered enough.
No.
But, Sully...
And I'll tell you something else. There's a lot to be said for making people laugh. Did you know that's all some people have? It isn't much, but it's better than nothing in this cockeyed caravan.
All right, that's the end of the clip. So tell us, which movie does he refuse to make?
Oh, brother, where art thou?
That is the perfect answer. And do you know which movie this is?
Sullivan's Travels.
Excellent. Excellent. Sullivan's Travels. And that's Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Sinclair Bechstein, of course, is an amalgamation of Upton Sinclair, Sinclair Lewis, and John Steinbeck. And many years later, of course, Coen brothers made Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? It's a good 2 points to Matunga, who are up with 3 points at the end of their topic. And we go over now to the Motley Crew.
Okay, I'll try the music of Handel.
The music of Handel for Tero. All right. Okay, there were celebrations in London's Green Park on 27th April 1749 for some good news from the continent the previous year. Handel composed this music for the occasion. What were the celebrations about? Let's listen to the clip. Start the timer, please. Yes. You have 10 seconds.
I'll say it was about victory in the Battle of Dettingen.
That is incorrect.
I'll take it, will I? I'll have a go.
Okay, Pat.
Is this the music to celebrate the Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle?
That is an acceptable answer. The Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle is absolutely right. These were the royal fireworks to celebrate the Treaty of Aix-la-Chapelle, or if you had said the end of the War of Austrian Succession, that is also fine. That's a good steal, 1 point. Let's go back to the next question on the music of Handel. This 1994 movie imagines a scenario where a heartbroken star sings one of Handel's popular Italian language soprano arias called Let Me Weep from his 1711 London opera, Rinaldo. Handel is so overcome by the beauty of the singing that he faints. In real life, the star refused to sing for Handel and turned out for his competition, and Handel had to make do with lesser singers like Senesino and Cherestini. Name the singer. Let's watch the clip. Right.
So is it looking for the singer in the movie or the...
Go for, the question says name the singer, so go for it.
Well, I don't know, I say Farinelli, but...
Farinelli is good enough, that's all we wanted. It is Farinelli. You could have said Carlo Broschi as well. Farinelli is fine, which is also the film. Yeah, the most famous castrato singer of all time. Farinelli's singing voice was provided by Polish soprano Iva Malas-Godlewska and a countertenor Derek Lee Rajan, who was recorded separately and then digitally merged to create the sound of a castrato. This is the movie Farinelli. Good answer there. All right, we are on even keel. We go back to Matunga Bandram.
I'll take model organisms in biology.
Model organisms in biology for Nikhil. Question number 1. Which is the most widely studied prokaryotic, which is lacking a nucleus model organism? Typical applications are in the field of molecular genetics and biotechnology. It can be cultured inexpensively and rapidly in a lab. Thus, it was one of the first organisms to have its genome sequenced in 1997. Discovered in 1885 by a German-Austrian pediatrician in the feces of healthy individuals. It's named after him and the fact that it's found in the human gut.
E. coli?
E. coli is the right answer. Escherichia coli or E. coli. We'll give it to you for E. coli. That is correct. Discovered by Theodore Escherich and is found in the colon. So it's called E. coli, Escherichia coli. That gets you your points. Here's your second question. These were among the first ciliates to be seen by microscopists in the late 17th century, including Leeuwenhoek, and were clearly described by his contemporary Huygens. The name for this genus was constructed from the Greek meaning oblong, referring to the shape, and coined in 1752 by the English microscopist John Hill. They are readily cultivated, easily induced to conjugate, and have been widely used in classrooms and labs to study biological processes. Name them. Start the timer. With 10 seconds, Nikhil.
Amoeba.
Not amoeba. Who's going for it from the team?
You not hear anything? Otherwise, I'll take it.
No, you take it, Vinu.
Okay, Vinu.
Paramecium.
Paramecium is the right answer, Vinu. That's a good save there on paramecium. Well done. It is paramecium. All right. Player number 2, the Motley Crew.
Okay, well, I better eat NFL controversies and hopefully I can get them.
All right, there we go. NFL controversies. Okay, this is a scene from The Wire where Frank Sobotka throws darts at the face of Robert Isray. What controversial move in 1994 was Isray responsible for that earned him the hatred of many people?
In the middle of the night, he moved the Baltimore Colts, a bunch of moving trucks in the snow to Indianapolis.
That is absolutely right, including the fact that he moved it in the dead of the night. That is correct. He moved the Baltimore Colts to Indianapolis. That is correct. Lots of after promising to the city apparently that he wouldn't do such a thing, they would build a stadium for me, which they didn't, and lots of back and forth happened, and he moved the team. Well done. So full 2 points there. The next question. The same punishment was given out to New England Patriots following Spygate in 2007 and Deflategate in 2016. What punishment is this? They are the only team to have been handed this punishment twice.
Spygate. Well, it was a suspension of a player of a coach for 4 games, if that's what you're looking for. For Deflategate, Brady was suspended for the first 4 games of the season.
All right, that's not what we were looking for.
For Spygate, Belichick was suspended.
That's not what we were looking for.
No?
Anybody from the team? Anyone at all?
Oh, yeah.
I'll have a go.
Okay, Pat.
Were the coaching staff banned from the edge of the pitch?
Not coaching staff being banned from the edge of the pitch. Nice guess. Passes on to Matunga.
Oh, yeah.
Vinu,
got it.
Vinu, I think you should take it.
Just taking this. They lost their draft picks in the upcoming draft,
Prompt?
or the first round pick.
That is the right answer. That's the
Ah,
precise
that's what I'm
answer we
looking for.
wanted. The specific
Oh,
punishment
okay.
was that
Mhm.
their first round draft picks they had to forfeit. And that was like a pretty harsh punishment and given to them twice. That's an excellent steal by Vinu for Matunga Mandram. Going back now to Matunga and to Srinath for your topic.
F for fakes.
Okay, F for fakes. Right. How did this painter, who you see on the left, become a national hero because of the painting Christ and the Adulteress that you see on the right? Your answer needs to contain two proper nouns.
Essentially, the painter that you're looking for is Hans van Meegeren.
Okay.
He was a famous Dutch forger. And I think what happened is when the Nazis came and sort of confiscated the art, they potentially actually confiscated one of his fake arts.
Do you want, I need another name in your answer? Quickly, give you one last chance.
The painting is by, I don't know, Vermeer.
Not what we're looking for. Passes to the team. Anyone want to take it?
Everything Srinath said, and the painter is Rembrandt.
No, not what we were looking for again. Passes on to TMC.
The painter is Van Meegeren, and I think it deceived Hermann Goering.
That was Pat. Pat, can you just repeat your answer, please?
The painter is Van Meegeren, and it deceived Hermann Goering.
That is the perfect answer. That is
Oh,
what we were
thank you,
looking
Pat.
for. The fact that it specifically deceived Goering, right? So it is everything that Srinath explained. It is Van Meegeren. He became a national hero because he sold the forged painting to Goering during the Nazi occupation. And you saw, of course, him painting a fake Vermeer to prove that his crime was a relatively minor one of forgery than that of treason. All right. Tough luck. You came very close, Srinath, but points to Pat on that one. Here's your second question. We can see the clip and then come back to the question.
I am not a professional actor.
He's a leading actor in this movie. His profession, it's true, is painting fakes. Among all fakers, Elmir is number 2.
Once I saw a man from Ibiza writing a book on fake who came to see me to Paris. He said, I heard you are the first man who bought an Elmir.
That man's name was...
Is not so much whether it's a real painting or a fake. It's whether it's a good fake or a bad fake.
Right. So Elmer Dihori sold over 1,000 art forgeries to reputable art galleries all over the world. He became famous after his biography Fake was published in 1969. Ironically, the biographer, based in Ibiza, and while writing this book, was planning a forgery of his own, which would have netted him much more money than Elmer got in his entire life. That person was outed and in 1972 was sentenced to 17 months in prison. Orson Welles' 74 docudrama F for Fake features both these fakers and juxtaposes their stories to raise interesting questions. So either tell us who wrote Elmer Dihori's autobiography or why was he imprisoned in 1972? Ten seconds, Srinath.
For trying to sell a fake version of the Scream.
Not to sell a fake version of the Scream. Good guess, though. Anybody else from Matunga want to try?
Govind?
Okay, Govind.
I think he faked Howard Hughes's diaries. So just after Howard Hughes passed away at that time. So he faked the diaries, and then it came out that it was fake, and that's why he was imprisoned.
I'll give it to you. What we were looking for was Howard Hughes' biography. Howard Hughes had not passed away. In fact, Howard Hughes came out of being a recluse to specifically denounce Clifford Irving, and that's how Clifford Irving went to jail. This made Hughes break his embargo, but that's an excellent steal there, Govind. Well done. Nice answer there. Nicely done. Okay. Motley Crew.
I have full or formal names of countries, please.
Okay, full or formal names of countries. Okay, Jack. According to Ovid's Metamorphoses, Deucalion and Pyrrha were the only survivors of the flood. To repopulate the world, they threw stones which turned into people. The first stone they threw became their son. Name him. Ten more seconds, Jack.
Atticus.
Not Atticus. Anybody trying from the team?
Buddy.
Lapit.
Lapit.
Not Lapit. Passes on to Matunga.
Anything, guys?
I mean, I'll take a shot, but
okay. Nikhil taking the shot.
Macedon.
Not Macedon. Nice try. Okay, this one goes unanswered. Let's see what the answer is. This is Helen, right? The Hellenic Republic of Greece comes after this gentleman, Helen.
Very nice.
Right?
Very nice question.
Lovely question. Kudos to Rajiv Rai. Okay, second question. This country's original name was going to be the same as that of a person. However, Congressman Manuel Martin Cruz changed it, giving the analogy of if from Romulus, Rome, then from blank. In 2009, a new constitution added what word to the country's official name to reflect the multi-ethnic nature of the country and the strengthened rights of its indigenous peoples. Start the timer, please.
I'll try plurinational.
Sorry?
Plurinational.
For which country would that be?
Bolivia.
That is the perfect answer. Plurinational is absolutely right. And this is indeed Bolivia. So it's the plurinational state of Bolivia. These changes happened during Evo Morales' presidency, the first indigenous president. Republic of Bolivar became the Republic of Bolivia earlier at the behest of Manuel Cruz in 1825. Well done. Great answer, Jack.
Well done, Jack.
All right. Vinu Sanjay, what are you picking?
Non-English detective fiction.
Non-English detective fiction for Vinu. What did the town of Porto Empedocle in Sicily add as a suffix to its name in 2003 in an unusual step to boost tourism in the area? The decision was subsequently reversed in 2009. Start the timer, please. Ten more seconds.
Montalbano.
Not Montalbano. Who from the team wants to take it?
Govind has something.
Yeah.
Okay, Govind.
I'm hazarding a guess. Is it Zen after Aureliano Zen?
Not Zen after Aureliano Zen. Passes on to the Motley Crew.
Anybody got anything? Go on, Tero.
Salvo.
Sorry?
Salvo.
Nope, that is incorrect as well. So Vinu was on the right track with the detective fiction series. Montalbano is right. But let's see what the answer is. It was Vigata, which is the fictional location of the Montalbano novels. Porto Empedocle is Camilleri's hometown. So that's why they called it Vigata, to boost tourism. Tough luck there. Next question to Vinu. He played top flight football for Molde FK until he tore the cruciate ligaments in his knee. He was also the main vocalist and songwriter for the rock band Didare. Dr. Proctor's Fart Powder, not to be confused with an AQL team, started a successful children's book writing career for him. However, it's his detective stories that make him the best-selling writer of his country. Name this person's alcoholic yet brilliant detective.
Hole.
Sorry?
Hole. Harry Hole.
We'll give it to you. We'll give it to you.
Ole.
Ole. Ole is how it's pronounced. That's correct. That was correct. Yeah, that's correct. So that's Harry Hole by Joe Nesbo and Norwegian crime fiction, of course. Well done. All right. Pat, what would you like?
Fashion inspired by space and astronomy, please.
Fashion inspired by space and astronomy. First question. This fashion designer was a refugee in France from the civil war in his country. He was one of the innovators who ushered in the space age in fashion. He worked with innovative materials like paper, plastic, and metal. He playfully claimed to have traveled to Earth from the planet Altair to organize civilization on this planet 78,000 years ago. His daring designs also made it to the 1968 sci-fi film Barbarella. Name this person.
Paco Rabanne.
Paco Rabanne is an excellent answer. Absolutely right. It is Paco Rabanne. Escaped the Civil War, and Jacques Fontaine was the official designer for Barbarella, but he borrowed generously from Paco Rabanne. Excellent. Here's your second question. This turned out to be the fashion moment that broke the internet in 2022. A cutting-edge spray-on fabric, which was used to create the perfect minimalist slip dress directly on the body of Bella Hadid. Which ultra-modern Parisian label, whose name invokes a Renaissance-era astronomer, designed the dress? There's a small clip you can watch. All right, you can start the timer now. Check on time. Just scroll down, please. 10 seconds.
I'll say Cassini.
Not Cassini. Passes to the team. Anybody want to try?
Anything here?
Anyone?
Anybody?
I mean, can say something. Galilee.
Jack says Galilee. That is incorrect. Passes to Matunga.
Really? Sunday? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Nikhil, go ahead.
Copernicus.
We're looking for the name of the fashion house.
Nicus.
Sorry, you picked the wrong part. The answer is Copernic from Copernicus. But you picked the exact wrong part and said Nicus. The fashion house is called Copernic. Okay, tough luck. All right. Okay, it's 10 each at the moment as we go into the team rounds. All right. Matunga, what would you like? Fundas of fundamental particles or nicknames of royals?
Fundamental particles.
Yeah, it means my
Better, I
contribution. My contribution will not be much in that, but
Srinath?
I don't know. You guys take a call. Both, I mean, nicknames of royals could be generic. I don't know.
But I mean, given that the set is supposed to be tough, that might be a bit.
that's what.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Sonde is there. You should take fundas about fundamental particles.
Okay, we'll go with fundamental particles.
Okay, fundas about fundamental particles. In the Arthurian legend of Tristan and Isolde, Isolde cuckolded on her husband Mark of Cornwall in favor of the younger Tristan. A scurrilous 13-line poem in a larger work is directed against the cuckolded King Mark. The poem is a caw in the voice of a crow. What did this help name?
Is this a Quark? But Quark is from no, Quarks for Master Mark, but that is from Finnegan's Wake. I don't know if that's.
But was that taken from this?
I don't know.
Story of that is that Quark?
Could be. See,
the clues seem to
the line is Quarks for Master Mark. So that is the line from which you get
3 quarks for Mr. Mark.
Master Mark, no, husband Mark. Husband Mark is there.
I mean,
nice. Yeah, fits.
Okay, let's go with that then.
Yeah.
Okay, final answer, Quark.
That is the right answer, and you worked it out perfectly as well. This is indeed 3 quarks for Master Mark from Finnegan's Wake. Murray Gell-Mann thought the name appropriate as there were only 3 subatomic quarks at that point of time, and like you, the quark here was supposed to be the sound of a crow, and the mark there is the Mark of Cornwall. So well worked out. Next question. The name of which elementary particle comes from the Greek word for fine, small, or thin? The earliest attested form of the word is in Mycenaean Greek, written in the Linear B syllabic script. The name was first used by physicist Leon Rosenfeld in 1948. The first of these particles were discovered as early as 1897, but the ones discovered in the 1970s are 3,500 times heavier than the 1897 ones, thus making the name a bit of a misnomer.
Lepton is light, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's fine, small, thin.
Could be, no?
The first of these particles, because lepton, I mean, what would be discovered in the
1890s.
70s? 1897, what would have been discovered would have been
hadron and baryon are all heavy, I think.
Yeah, those are heavy. 1897 would have been an electron, probably, right?
No, electron was later, no? 30s.
Okay, need an answer?
You want to say lepton?
Yeah, we'll say lepton.
And you will get your points. Lepton is correct. Well done. It is lepton. Electron, muon, and tau are the 3 types of charged leptons. Well done. Full house there.
Muon was the 70s one.
Yeah, muon was in the 70s. Yeah. Okay, nicknames of royals for the motley crew. This Roman emperor from 361 to 363 AD was a notable philosopher and author in Greek. He was the last non-Christian ruler of the Roman Empire, and he believed that it was necessary to restore the empire's ancient Roman values and traditions in order to save it from dissolution. What name is he given in Christian tradition?
Apostate. Julian
Sorry?
Apostate.
Julian
Julian
yeah.
Apostate.
Well, this presumably is when Constantine beats Maxentius and takes over. So would he have been immediately previous?
Well, with Julian the Apostate, I agree. It's
yeah, it sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, Julian the Apostate.
We go with that?
Yep.
I don't think Maxentius was emperor, was he? They were just
it's a nickname, so Julian the Apostate. Yeah.
Okay, we'll say Julian the Apostate.
And that will get you your points. Julian the Apostate is absolutely right. Julian the Apostate. All right, here's your second question. The rulers in this king's dynasty took on regnal nicknames, and that is how they're remembered today. His grandfather and father had both taken regnal names that meant similar things. One meant conqueror of the world, the other meant king of the world. This person's original chosen regnal name meant ornament of the throne, but he decided to give himself another name to position himself a notch higher than his family. This additional name, borrowed from that of a sword he owned, meant conqueror of the universe. Who are we talking about? Give us both his regnal names.
I think these are Mughals, aren't they?
Timer start.
Jahangir was something like conqueror of the world, wasn't he? So would Shah Jahan be king of the world?
Timer?
Movin, please start the timer. Yeah.
Shah is king, so yeah, that works.
Shah Jahan and Jahangir.
Etymology.
I mean, the other ones, Babur, Akbar.
Yeah, I think Shah means maybe king, so it's
Shah is king.
That'd be grandfather, yes.
Jahangir. These are we a relationship? We have grandfather and father. Who are we talking? We want a particular name. So who do you think it is? Is it Jahangir? We need both names. Jahangir Khan? No, that's a squash player. Have we?
Yeah, I need an answer, please.
I think. I'll go with your Shah Jahan and Jahangir, I think.
Need an answer?
Jahangir and Shah Jahan.
Not Jahangir. Shah Jahan passes to Matuga.
Aurangzeb and
doesn't pass.
Yeah, this doesn't pass. Sorry.
Yeah. Doesn't pass. Yeah.
What's the non-comp answer, Matuga?
Aurangzeb and is it Alamgir?
That is correct. Aurangzeb Alamgir. That is correct. So you got to the right track, TMC.
Yeah,
Jahangir and Shah Jahan were the grandfather and the father, but we did Aurangzeb Alamgir. One. All right. That's the end of pack. Okay, we still have the mystery bags left. Sorry. Scores before the mystery bag. Matuga in a sled. Okay. Matuga, are you going left or right?
Do you go left, guys?
Yeah, I think left is better.
Yeah.
Okay. Matuga going left?
Left, yeah.
All right. A neutrino detector design with a much lower detector threshold of 0.233 MeV uses a gallium to germanium transformation, which is sensitive to lower energy neutrinos. Neutrinos were thus detected by measuring the radioactive decay of germanium back to gallium. Due to the gallium-germanium-gallium reaction sequence, WAGs have named it after which well-known region in Europe?
This must be Alsace-Lorraine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
France to Germany to France, right?
Yeah. So
Correct.
it's Alsace-Lorraine or one of them, both of them. Both of them.
Yeah, you just say Alsace-Lorraine, right?
Yeah, the region is Alsace-Lorraine, no?
Yeah, correct. I think. Yeah. Okay.
Anything else?
So that's
Also,
nothing else.
We have time. Run down the clock.
Yeah.
Anything else? Strasbourg. I'm just naming.
Region.
Yeah,
It's
region.
not Galicia or anything of that sort.
No,
right?
no.
Then fine, then we can knock that
Gallium
out.
and Germany. It has to be Germany and France.
Final answer, Alsace-Lorraine.
That is the correct answer, and correctly reasoned by Srinath as well. Kept moving between France and Germany. So Alsace-Lorraine points to Matuga. Next question, mystery bag. Institutional Protestantism and this country's government have retained their symbiotic relationship starting from the 19th century. While not interfering in government functioning, churches are encouraged in their work of moral character formation to produce citizens of integrity. This was reflected in the full name of the country, which borrowed A from Psalm 72:8 shown below, which was dropped in 1951. The country's motto, still in use, is taken from B in the same verse. Identify A and B.
It has to be a European country, right?
Yeah.
No?
Protestantism.
Ideally, yes.
So,
Protestantism, yeah.
so Northern Europe.
Could be the Commonwealth as well, but unlikely.
Oh, yeah, possible.
He shall have the dash. He shall have dash also from dash. And from the river onto the ocean. Why is there a sea there?
See, could be Netherlands, so he shall have a, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the major Protestant countries in Europe, like the middle countries, Netherlands. So
Answer time, guys. Answer time.
We have anything?
Royal Orange or something. I don't know.
Okay, I take your answer as Netherlands and Royal Orange. That is incorrect. You want to take a non-com guess, Motley Crue? All right, the country in question here, let's see, is Canada. So we're talking about Dominion as the first word. The Dominion of Canada till 1951, and their motto is A Marie us Admire, sea to sea, right? He should also have Dominion, also from sea to sea. So that was Canada and sea to sea Dominion. Okay, last question of the mystery bag. Marcus Aurelius Antoninus got his agnomen after a Gallic hooded tunic that you see here that he habitually wore and made fashionable. He murdered his co-ruler brother to become a sole ruler of the Roman Empire. Despite several impressive public civil works, it is as a cruel fratricidal tyrant that we remember him. Give us his agnomen.
This I know, we know. This is Caracalla. The baths of Caracalla are named after him. The Antonine Wall in Scotland is also named after him. Caracalla is the name. It means small cape. Pakka on this.
Small what?
Small cape, small
Cape,
this thing.
uh-huh.
Small cape, yeah. Caracalla means small cape. It's a name that,
that rings a bell.
Septimus Severus used to taunt him.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's
Caracalla.
Anything else?
Nothing else.
Yeah, I think it sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. Last answer, Caracalla.
Nothing more to add to all the explanations that Govind Grewal has already given. Caracalla is absolutely right. With a lot of extra fundas beyond what's even in the answer slide. Yeah, at the baths of Caracalla, and he was the son of Septimus Severus, and Caracalla means small cape. Excellent. Great answering, Govind. All right. Mystery bag right to the Motley Crue. Okay. Hearts and Pearls is the earliest example of a movie within a movie. The director mentioned that his character walking into the film was the reason for making the whole picture. Who did the director initially hire as co-director? This person had given the director his break in the industry and was coming out of a ruinous court case. Unfortunately, the case had taken its toll and he had to be fired due to erratic behavior. So let's see this. Okay, let's go back and let's start the timer. Yeah, just tell us, who did the director initially hire as co-director for this film?
Fatty Arbuckle.
Fatty Arbuckle.
Well, he's got
Fatty
a ruinous
Arbuckle,
court
Buster
case.
Keaton, Fatty Arbuckle. That's
Keaton,
the
yeah.
first thing came to mind with telling too.
Have we anything else? I mean, he's the famous
No, I
court
agreed.
case.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like Arbuckle?
Let me just see if I have it there.
Yeah.
Ruinous court case, yeah. Fatty Arbuckle, I guess it was a ruinous court case, sure.
Mhm.
Can't think of any other.
And do we do it? Can we think of the original, the director of the film? No, you think it's
Is it
Keaton?
Keaton?
Was
Well,
Keaton,
I think-
yeah. It'd be Keaton.
Okay. We're going to say Fatty Arbuckle.
That is the right answer. Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle. Buster Keaton, of course, was the director for Sherlock Jr. And Fatty Arbuckle was coming out of a case where he was accused of raping a minor and exonerated after 3 trials. But in fact, Buster Keaton himself went to give evidence in the last trial, but it left Arbuckle quite shattered. And he started throwing all kinds of tantrums on the set and had to finally be told to direct some other movie so that this could go on in peace. But nicely answered on Fatty Arbuckle. What famous piece of music written in 1793 it is traditionally believed to be based on the 4 notes that make up the 5th and 6th bars of I Know That My Redeemer Liveth from Messiah. In the mid-19th century, it was adopted for the use that we know it by currently. The words associated with the music are all through the Tsar, Lord be my guide, that by thy power no foot shall slide. The theme music for Yes Minister, which you will hear, is also based on. So let's hear the Yes Minister theme music.
Anybody?
Is the first 4 notes, is that not some kind of famous chime or bell sequence?
Could be, yeah. It's not London Pride or something, is it? That's just a song. Is there can we think of anything? A song with bells in the title?
1793.
Yeah.
Hmm. 1793.
Yeah, it sounds so.
Oh, we'll have to go with
Answer,
that then.
please.
No.
London Pride.
London Pride. No, not what we were looking for, though you're very close to the answer. Right? Matunga, you want to try? Okay, let's see the answer. Very close to what you said. We're just looking for the Westminster chimes, right? Or the chiming of the Big Ben, Cambridge chimes.
Oh,
it's not.
That is it. Okay, the last question of packet 1. The creature's name comes from a minor royal in the Iliad. It's widely found in India. Due to the relatively easy upkeep, wide availability, and closeness to humans anatomically and physiologically, they have been used extensively in medical and biological research. Their most well-known medical association comes from 1937, when Alexander Wiener and another researcher named a protein after them. They play an equally heroic role in the discovery of the polio vaccine in the works of both Jonas Salk and Albert Sabin. Over 100,000 of these animals were used to extract the serum. Name the creature.
There's a rhesus macaque.
Rhesus monkey. Rhesus, yeah.
Rhesus macaque.
Rhesus macaque. Yeah.
Well, they're heavily used in
Yeah.
biochemistry.
Right. Most heavily used monkey in biological research.
Rhesus could be an ancient name.
Yeah. It's called the rhesus monkey or the rhesus macaque.
It's a macaque, which is a monkey.
Got it. Okay.
Any other ideas? Langurs are in India, but I don't think it's that.
Yeah, rhesus does sound like a title, a character in the
Okay,
Iliad.
I think we're going to have to go with that. We're going to say rhesus macaque.
That is the right answer. Rhesus monkey or rhesus macaque is all we wanted. Rhesus being the keyword. Landsteiner and Wiener both discovered the Rh factor in human blood, named for the rhesus monkey. All right, end of packet 1. Where are we on scores? Okay, Matunga Mandam in a slender lead on 18 points versus the Motley Crew on 16 points. So it's pretty much anyone's game, as is to be expected. Moving straight on to packet 2. Does anybody want to quickly take a swig of water? Any such thing? You can do that. All right. So we begin packet 2 now of the grand finale of the Premiership of season 4 of the Asian Quiz League. Welcome back. If you've been away, the scores at this point of time are Matunga Mandram on 18 points and the Motley Crew on 16 points. Okay, the Motley Crew, you go first this time. So what is your topic?
Yeah, I'll take the largest islands of countries.
The largest islands of countries. All right. Appropriately named, this is the largest island of its country. It's a major tourist attraction with over 10 million visitors a year and jokingly referred to as the 17th federal state of Germany due to the high number of German tourists. This can be traced to the efforts of Archduke Ludwig Salvator of Austria, who settled here in the 1860s. Today, Michael Douglas owns most of his properties. A long list of celebrities have made it home. Chopin recuperated, Joan Miro relocated, and Robert Graves lived and died here. Name the island. Ten seconds, Chero, for an answer.
Yep.
What's
Yeah,
your
I'll
guess?
have to guess Gran Canaria.
No, that's incorrect. Who's taking it from the team?
I'll take it.
Pat, go for it.
Mallorca.
Mallorca is right. Mallorca, Spain. Yep, Mallorca means larger island. Good save by Pat. Okay. Second question to you, Tero. Keshem at 1491 square kilometers is the largest island of Iran and the traditional site of the Garden of Eden, according to Cassell's Bible. Interestingly, a famous explorer who gives his own name to an island over 300 times the size of Keshem was mortally wounded here in 1622 during a battle against the Portuguese forces. Name this explorer. Ten seconds, Tero.
Okay, I'll try Puffin.
Is the right answer. Well done. It is
Very
William
good.
Baffin. Nicely cracked there by Tero. William Baffin. Baffin Island is the largest island in Canada and the 5th largest in the world.
Excellent.
All right. Great answer there. Okay. Govind, what's your topic?
I'll take film studios.
Film studios. No surprises there. Okay. Prana Film was a short-lived silent-era film studio founded in 1921 by Enrico Diekman and occultist artist Albin Grau, and named for the Hindu concept of breath or life force. The studio's intent was to produce a series of occult and supernatural themed films, but it could make only one, a landmark one at that, after which it declared bankruptcy in order to evade copyright infringement suits. Which film did Prana Film make?
Nosferatu.
Is the right answer. Nosferatu, well done. Absolutely right. Nosferatu. They were, of course, facing copyright infringement from Bram Stoker Industries and were even sued by Florence Balcom. And this is Nosferatu. And you can see on the poster Prana Film. Well done. Your second question on film studios. Which studio was named after the evil train company in this 91 film? Let's watch the clip.
I shall now count from 1 to 10. You are in Germany.
Please excuse my curiosity, but what are you doing here?
I'm a sleeping car conductor.
The year is 1945.
Alles, was Sie tun sollen, ist eine Sprengladung unter Ihrem Schlafwagen zu befestigen. Jesus Christ.
All right. So which studio was named after the evil train company in this 1991 film?
For lack of a better guess, I will say A24.
Not A24. Anybody else from Matunga wants to take a shot? No one trying?
Not? No.
No? Passing?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Passes on to TMC.
Anybody got an idea?
Anyone? No?
No.
Okay, pass from TMC as well. All right, let's take a look at the answer. This is Zentropa Entertainment,
Zentropa.
started by Lars von Trier. The movie shown was Europa, which was
Europa.
Lars von Trier and Jensen's collaboration, and they named the Lars von Trier named they named the company Zentropa. Okay, Tuffy there. All right, moving on to the Motley Crew, player number 2.
Okay. Gotta go with it, I guess. Woody Guthrie.
Woody Guthrie. Okay, Woody Guthrie for Mark. Okay, what innovation showcased in the scene helped Haskell Wexler win his 2nd Academy Award?
Gosh.
Okay, so just tell us what innovation showcased in the scene helped Wexler win his 2nd Academy Award.
Okay, hope I get this right, or if the team can bail me out. Is this the steady cam?
And why is this in a Woody Guthrie topic?
Why
It's
is
okay,
it?
I'll give you the points. It is the
Oh,
steady
okay.
cam. That's all we wanted. It is the
The
steady
first
cam.
movie which used the Steadicam
Yeah.
was Woody Guthrie.
Yeah,
biopic.
this was
Born
Bound
for
for Glory, the Woody Guthrie
Okay.
biopic, which was the first movie where the Steadicam was used.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's what helped Wexler win the cinematography Oscar. Nicely done
Okay.
there on Steadicam.
Wasn't expecting that from a Woody Guthrie question.
Right. Okay. Soon after moving into Manhattan, Guthrie wrote the song. What you hear is a cover version, which was printed in the Daily Worker newspaper. What did he do next? In a fit of patriotism and faith in the impact of the song. Do next.
Okay, I don't see any fingers here, so let's see if we can play this out here. See if I can find something. Fit of patriotism and faith. What do you do next?
10 seconds.
I think he relabeled his guitar. This guitar kills fascists.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. This machine kills fascists. That's all we wanted. I'll give it to you. This machine kills fascists. This is Talking Hitler's Head of Blues is the song. So he painted This Machine Kills Fascists on guitar. Nicely done there. Full house. Okay. Nikhil. All right. Okay. Scores have moved the other way, but long way to go in the quiz. Nikhil?
I'll take mathematical ratios.
Mathematical ratios. All right. The earliest recorded discussion of this idea comes from a 1786 letter from a German academic to author Johann Beckmann. Where are the molds of our dash makers made? I once gave an exercise to a young Englishman in algebra to find the proportions such that all formats are similar to each other. This relationship must be like the side of a square to its diagonal. Looking to standardize what on a scientific basis in 1911, did Wilhelm Ostwald propose to adopt the above suggestion? You have 10 seconds, Nikhil. Need an answer, please?
This is paper sizes.
And what would those sizes or measurements be?
Length and breadth. So
of what
golden ratio.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Paper sizes is what we were looking for, with every subsequent paper size being √2:1, suggested by Lichtenberg. So A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, every successive size is in a √2:1 ratio. Pulled out at the last second. Well done, paper sizes. Next question. Connect the diagram on the left with the imagined reconstruction of one of the 7 wonders on the right. Last 10 seconds.
Okay, so the connect is here, the golden ratio. The spiral and the proportion of the faces and the golden ratio, and the proportion of the statue as well is
also in the golden ratio.
golden
No,
ratio.
that is not correct. Passing on to your team.
I'll take this.
Yeah,
Okay,
Srinath,
Srinath.
The golden ratio is actually represented by 5, and 5 comes from Phidias, who's the sculptor of that statue.
That is
It's
a
a tribute
cracker
to-
of an answer. Cracker of an answer, Srinath. That's absolutely right. The diagram on the left, as you know, illustrates the golden ratio. The statue of Zeus at Olympia was made by the Greek sculptor Phidias, and mathematician Mark Barr used the Greek letter phi as a symbol for the golden ratio after the first letter of Phidias's name. Fantastic answer by Srinath. Saving a point for Matunga there. All right. Back to you guys, Motley Crew. Okay, we're all tied up now, 23-23. All right.
Right. Artist signatures, please.
Artist signatures for Jack. What unusual identifier, which we've hidden here, was seen for the first time on this painting? It's hidden on the bottom right of the painting where you see that blue color box. That's where we've hidden it.
Mhm.
Ten seconds.
Yeah, no, I don't have it. I'll pass.
You'll pass it. Okay, who's taking it from the team?
There's something. It's
Okay, Pat, quickly.
not the stylized AD signature of Dürer.
Not the AD signature of Dürer. Passes on to Matunga. Who's taking it?
Shall I
No.
try something?
Srinath.
Okay,
Do you
Srinath.
have something, Govind?
No. Go.
I have one finger, so go ahead, Srinath.
Oh, you have one thing. Okay, I'd say these are Da Vinci's initials.
Not Da
Like
Vinci's
signature?
initials, not Da Vinci's signature.
Handprint.
Any other guesses?
Is it
Handprint or
PRB?
fingerprint?
PRB?
PRB is the right answer.
Oh, God,
It is
you know.
PRB. This is Isabella by Jean Everett Millet. First
Raphaelite
exhibited work in 1849, along with Holman and Zrinzi. And this is the first time you heard of the pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood or PRB. Right. Okay.
You know,
All right. Your next question, Jack. W. Denslow was an American illustrator whose signature famously incorporated a seahorse or hippocampus, as you can see there. He owned copyright along with the writer for which publishing sensation from the turn of the 20th century. Its success was partially due to the innovative illustrations which creatively overlapped with the text. After quarreling over royalty shares from the stage adaptation, they went their separate ways, but the copyright proceeds had made Denslow so rich that he could buy an island in the Bahamas and crown himself King Denslow I. So simply tell us what work from the turn of the 20th century was he the illustrator for? Last few seconds, Jack.
No, pass again, sorry.
Passing. All right. Who's taking it?
Mark.
Mark.
The Wizard of Oz.
That is the perfect answer, Mark. Absolutely right. The wonderful Wizard of Oz. So alongside L. Frank Baum's writing, these were the lovely illustrations that you can see there. And he did sign off, as you can see in the red circle there, he did sign off every page with his signature seahorse signature. That's the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Good save by Mark. Right. Srinath.
guys, I take distinctive memorials. Any opinions?
Okay.
Take it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Go for it. Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Distinctive memorials. First question. This memorial with 39 distinct carvings was created in 2005 to celebrate the 1600th anniversary of a seminal event in a nation's history. The 405 AD event started by commemorating God, Ashtvats, and ended with Christ, Christos. Identify the event. or just tell us what we're talking about or what is this a tribute to. Last 10 seconds.
I'm going to say the event is the actual invention or founding of the nation's alphabet. And I'm going to say the nation is Armenia.
That's an excellent answer, Srinath. That's absolutely right. It is the creation of the Armenian alphabet. Wonderful answer. Mesrop Mashtot's creation of the Armenian alphabet. The first letter is Astvat's A, and the K Christos was originally the last letter. It had 39, so that's why 39 carvings. Great answer there. Srinath, is your next one. This church, located at the capital city with distinctively curved spire resembling the picturesque landscape of the country, is a symbol of national identity. Right in front of it stands the statue of a local explorer created by Alexander Calder, a gift from the US in 1930. On the 1000th anniversary of which pioneering event that happened in the country was this statue gifted? Please note that the explorer had nothing to do with the event as such. Last 10.
I'm going to say the sculpture is of Leif Erikson, and this probably has to be the first voyage from that country.
Not the first voyage. Who's taking it from Atunga?
In fact,
Yeah, go.
No, take it, we know.
this is Vikings landing on Iceland and claiming it as for themselves.
Not Vikings landing on Iceland and claiming it. Passes on to the motley crew.
You want Tero, or will I take it?
You can take it, Patsy.
Is it commemorating the Althing, the sitting of the Icelandic Parliament?
That is the right answer. 930 AD was Althing.
First parliament.
The first parliament in Iceland. You got to the Iceland bit. The church is in Reykjavik. Resembles a basalt organ pipe formation at the Sverigfoss, the Black Waterfall. That's the Hallgrímskirkja church. That was Leif Erikson, like Srinath said, but it was for convening the Iceland Parliament in 930 AD. The church itself, of course, came up much later, about 50 odd years later is when the church came up. All right.
Yeah, the scores, please.
Yep, sure. Scores are all tied up at 25. All right. Okay. This is going to be very tight as expected, of course. And Pat, what would you like?
Francophiles, please.
Francophiles. All right. Francophiles. He was born in the 12th century to a prosperous Italian silk merchant and his noblewoman wife, while his father was in France on a successful business trip. Baptized as Giovanni, his Francophile father took to calling him by a different name. He abandoned his materialistic father, believed that nature was a mirror of God. His environmentalism makes him a contemporary role model, and a 2013 name change is an acknowledgement of his relevance. Who are we talking about? Ten seconds.
St. Francis of Assisi?
Is the right answer. St.
Yeah,
Francis
makes
of
sense,
Assisi.
yeah.
What was the 2013 name change?
Pope Francis.
Pope Francis, yeah. The first ever Pope Francis. St. Francis of Assisi. So the Francophile father was so Francophile that he wanted to just name him after France and called him Francis. So St. Francis of Assisi. Nicely done. Okay. Felix Houphouët-Boigny was a staunch Francophile who coined the term Francafrique to describe the special relationship between France and its former African colonies. What is the most prominent result of love for all things French, which happened in 1986?
He changed the name of his country from Ivory Coast to Cote d'Ivoire.
That is the perfect answer. Absolutely right. He officially renamed Ivory Coast and firmly changed its name formally and firmly to Cote d'Ivoire. Very nice. Well done, Pat. All right. Vinu, jazz, food, or anthropology?
Which one, boys? Anthropology?
Anthropology seems a little more up your wagon.
I don't know. I have nothing. Anthropology.
Anthropology for Vinu. In the episode Young Indiana Jones Peacock's Eye, after the end of World War I, Indy and Bardwin go on a fruitless search for a diamond once owned by Alexander the Great. After many adventures, they reach the location shown where they meet a real-life Austro-Hungarian. As a result of their interaction, Indy decides to abandon the quest for the diamond and do what he really wants to do in life, which is to study to become an archaeologist. Identify the Austro-Hungarian whom you see in the clip.
Welcome to England. The Kirwinians are your hosts. I'm studying these people. Who are you?
Indiana Jones. We're travelers from Europe. We came by way of Java.
They brought you to impress the Kirwinians in friendship.
Well, that's what I don't understand. They just got finished killing each other.
They don't fight because they're enemies. They fight because the ghosts want them to. The ghosts require the battle.
Preparing a new canoe for the next cooler trading. The chief uses these sprigs of mint to help persuade the canoe to be swift and steady.
Right? So who was that?
Malinowski.
Malinowski is a superb answer, Vinu. Absolutely right. Bronislaw Malinowski. Great answer there. Malinowski on Kirwina in the Trobriand Islands and famous for his study of the Kula exchange system. Great answer on Malinowski. Next question. When this lady planned the birth of a baby in New York in 1939, she selected Benjamin Spock to implement progressive ideas about childbirth and child rearing, which she had imbibed from her past work. Spock agreed that she could breastfeed a baby on demand, a practice not widely accepted in the American medical community at that time. Name this lady who influenced Spock's 1946 bestseller.
Mead.
Mead is right. Full name?
Margaret.
Margaret Mead. Absolutely right. Margaret Mead. She'd observed some of the progressive practices while working with women in Samoa. Full house by Vinu. Well done, Margaret Mead. All right, 29 all. Okay, 2 team rounds and 2 mystery bags to go. Okay, which will it be, Motley Crew? Restaurants or
What do you like?
Restaurants? I don't know how. I think we can maybe
Maybe restaurants. What do you think, Toro?
Can't say. Hard to say.
Okay, we'll try best restaurants, please.
Best restaurants. All right. As the Cape de Cruz was not yet a protected national park, Dr. Hans Schilling and his wife Marquetta were able to buy a small plot of land overlooking the Cala Montoy, where they built a house and started a bar to keep them busy in the summers. The bar was named for their pets, whom you can see in the image with Marquetta, and eventually gave its name to other establishments that came up in the same location. What are we talking about?
Could this be El Bulli in Catalonia? Maybe?
Oh yeah, El Bulli, yeah, sure.
Are they bulldogs?
Yeah.
Maybe, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Montjoy
yeah.
is probably.
Well, Montjoy sounds very Catalan, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we any other ideas? I mean, they
Well,
don't sound
El
particularly
Bulli sounds
Catalan.
good. Yeah.
Any other thoughts before our time runs out? Well, Cala Montjoy is very Catalan, but Hans Schilling is certainly not. So
I think given the category's best restaurants in the world, and that has won it
yeah.
more times
Well,
than anybody
Bulli
else.
was
Then
in for a while, yeah, with
Yeah.
Okay.
from Adria.
Okay, we'll go with that then. We're going to go
Sure.
for El Bulli.
Cala Montjoy is in Catalan. Those are bulldogs, and the answer is El Bulli. Absolutely right. Well done, El Bulli.
No, I didn't know it was a
Okay.
doggy.
Your second one. The building was built as a salon in the 1900s by a Scottish stonesman for Pierre Guillaume. In the 1920s, the building was owned by John Land, who used it to provide a particular service, which is the origin of the odd name today. In 1978, it was purchased by Sally Schmidt and her husband and turned into a restaurant. It changed ownership again in 1994 and has since been rated as one of the best restaurants in the world, winning the title at least twice in 2003 and 2004. There's an image of the restaurant there. Which restaurant are we talking about? With this
The French Laundry?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
That would be an odd, that's
Wait a
an
minute,
odd
let me
name for
see
a
here.
restaurant.
Let me see here.
I think the year's right for that, right, when it won.
And it's
Roughly.
certainly
Yeah,
an
sure.
odd- an
French
odd name
Laundry
for a
since
restaurant.
mine. Yeah,
We-
they've built
any
it
other-
out
any-
since then. Yeah, it's French. That looks. I go French Laundry.
Yeah, no other competing candidates.
No. Oh, the Schmitz. Yeah, of course. French Laundry, sure.
Yeah, happy with that?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to say French Laundry.
If Mark has approved French Laundry, who are we to disagree? French Laundry is absolutely right. All right, that's the French Laundry. And this is a menu from not too far back of the French Laundry. All right, so jazz standards for Matunga. Which American jazz standard was composed by W.C. Handy in 1914 after a chance meeting with a woman in a Missouri city who was distraught over her missing husband? The song was a major success and has been called the Jazzman's Hamlet. When NHL came to this Missouri city, their team was also named for this song.
The only thing I know is the NHL team is St. Louis Blues, so everything else fits in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I can't think of any other NHL
Yeah, okay.
from Missouri. So
Yeah. There's no other team in NHL in Missouri, as far as I know.
It's named after a song only.
That fits.
Okay.
Okay, St. Louis is Missouri, right?
Yeah.
Okay, final answer, St. Louis Blues.
Picking a music topic and cracking it through the sports fundas, you get it absolutely right. It is the St. Louis Blues. Well done. The St. Louis Blues. Okay. This jazz standard you'll hear featured an alt sax and a trumpet and was first recorded in 1946 and inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 1989. The trumpet was played by Benny Harris, and the name of the piece is a reference to the saxophonist. We need two answers here, both the piece and the saxophonist. Please.
Is this ornithology and bird parker? Is a piece called ornithology?
See, Ornithology was the name of an album as far as I know. I don't know if that it could be a piece. And Charlie Bird Parker was the
Because it's saying it's a
saxophone.
reference to the sax.
Huh. I mean, makes sense. We don't have. I can't think of anything
And he
else.
played the saxophone, right? That is
Charlie Bird Parker played the saxophone as far as I recollect.
Timeline is also okay.
Timeline is okay. He's for 40s. Forrest Whitaker played him in one film, which was also around that time, 40s, 50s.
Okay.
Okay, Srinath, give the answer.
Okay, here goes Ornithology and Charlie Bird Parker.
Ornithology and Charlie Bird Parker. That's the correct answer. Well done, Srinath.
Lovely.
Well pulled out. It is Ornithology and Charlie Parker. There you go. All right.
Well,
let's take a look at the scores. 33 all.
Oh, goodness.
Grand finale of season 4 of AQL Premiership is tied at 33 all as we go into the final mystery bags, and the Motley Crew have a chance to go first. We do have tiebreaker questions, so just to let you know, in case you tie, we're going to put one of you out in a breakout room and do a tiebreaker of 4 or 5 questions, and then let the other team do it. And if there's still a tie, we're going to declare you joint winners. Right? Wow. Time question, tiebreaker. All right.
Okay, men, what do you fancy? I have a slight preference for left, but only a slight preference. Does anybody else?
Sure. All right.
Have you got some more Woody Guthrie in your locker? Yeah.
Well,
we'll see. What do you think? Will we go left? All right.
Left is fine.
All right. Are we going left?
Okay, we'll go left.
Go left.
Go
left. Go left.
This is the way that it should end.
At which world-beating establishment would you always see this sort of table decoration? This represents something fundamental about the establishment, which is hinted at in the logo of the establishment as well, with an extra angular appendage.
It's going to be a restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay. They look like rocks.
Yeah.
Or earthenware.
Be like
something.
Uranium, or that's the current one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the current one.
Kind of natural stuff. I don't know.
An angular appendage, the logo. What was Noma, Geranium, Mirazur, the big, what's the one in Italy? Oh, we're in trouble here. Anybody got a good answer for this?
Osteria Franciscana was Italic.
Answer, please.
Maybe Geranium.
We'll say Geranium.
Not Geranium, unfortunately. Matunga, do you have a non-com guess? No? You got to the rock spot, obviously, right? Let's see the answer.
Oh, that's Can Roca.
Can Roca. There's an extra line in the R to show the 3 Roca brothers. Can Roca. Tough luck. Second question.
That's what happened.
This rock band originally wanted to call themselves Nightlife Thugs. When the lead guitarist threatened to resign over the name, their lead singer came up with a slightly more respectable name of Woody Guthrie's boyhood gang from his autobiography, Bound for Glory. Listen to their first UK #1 and tell us which band this is.
The Boomtown Rats, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've heard that.
Okay.
They were named after Woody Guthrie. And that's Rat Trap. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So the band is the Boomtown Rats.
That is the right answer. It is the Boomtown Rats. Absolutely right. Bob Geldof, being the lead singer for a while. Okay. Last question for you in this season, the Motley Crew. We never know, but let's see. Shown here are 2 works by a 20th century artist. On the left is a self-portrait and on the right a woman worker. The signature used by the artist, concealed here, invokes his greatest work. Identify the artist and describe the signature.
I think this is Kazimir Malevich, but
So is the signature just like, what did he
A
do?
black square.
A black square.
Yeah, or a white square.
Okay,
Well,
sure.
that would work.
Not sure, but maybe we can think more.
Black square would be quite, and I mean, yeah, little blue. The blue things are square, so they could be just solid black squares. Any other candidates? Do we think that looks like Malevich, the chap on the left?
Yeah.
I think that, yeah, the picture on the right does of his
I think
suprematist
we're-
works.
Okay.
We're going to have to go for it.
Yep, go for it.
Is
please.
that Malevich and a black square?
The chap on the left, as you said, is Malevich, and it is a black square. So you get your point.
Right.
That is correct. That's Kazimir Malevich and the black square. He signed his 1933 paintings with the black square, which invokes his own groundbreaking 1915 painting. This has been called the 0 point of painting. Malevich and black square is right. All right. So let's go to Matunga Mandram. Let's take a look at the scores. So Matunga, you need 4 points to tie and 6 points to win this game and become AQL Premier Season 4 champions. All the best. Here we go. This popular jazz standard from 1930 also became an apt name for a 1947 boxing classic about temptations that pose physical and moral risks to the protagonist. The 2011 recording you hear made it to the Hot 100. This was Amy Winehouse's final recording, while it made Tony Bennett the oldest person to chart. Name that. Let's hear the tape. Start the timer.
So the 47 boxing classic movie. Any guesses?
That's what.
That's what I was
Not,
trying to think of.
yeah, not Great White Hope. No, Somebody Up There Likes Me. No, physical and moral risk, money, and I don't know. The Bad and the Beautiful. I don't know.
Is that a boxing?
What is Somebody Up There Likes Me?
Somebody Up There Likes Me is what Rocky Marciano used to say, because after he won a match, he would say somebody up
Yeah,
there.
but 47?
Timeline doesn't fit
Okay.
really.
So what else do you want to say?
I know Bad and the Beautiful. I don't.
Let's get an answer, please.
Somebody Up There Likes Me?
Not Somebody Up There Likes Me. Not Bad and the Beautiful either. Do you want to try Motley Crue?
Body and Soul.
Body and Soul. That's the right answer. Body and Soul indeed. Body and Soul. Okay, 2 questions to go. The world's deadliest tropical cyclone, it killed up to 500,000 people, was informally named for the largest island which bore the brunt of the attack. The aftermath was dramatic. The national government was criticized for its handling of relief operations. It can be said to be the storm which changed the geopolitical map of the region. Simply name the island.
Bangladesh, no?
Yeah.
Or is it Philippines? The largest island of Philippines is Luzon.
Luzon, but how did it change the geopolitical map?
Because Bangladesh did it.
What was that cyclone called? That 71 cyclone? Also,
something with B, I think.
Informally called.
Okay. The largest island in the country, no? That's the top. So
if you don't have anything, say Luzon.
Answer,
okay,
please.
we'll say Luzon.
It is not Luzon. Vinu, you should have thought more on your track. You got to
Haiyan.
everything, including Bangladesh and 1970 and the name starting with B.
Bola.
Bola. That's
Bola.
what it is. Bola. This is Bola Island. This was the Bola cyclone of 1970. 1 month later, the elections were held, and since the Pakistani government had handled the aftermath very badly, the Awami League won a landslide, and it then led to the formation of Bangladesh a little more than a year later. Real tough luck, guys. You were there, but didn't get to it. And here is the very last question of AQL Season 4. This is an iconic image from 1957 of a country's to-be first Prime Minister proclaiming independence by chanting a word 7 times. How will this image be memorialized in 2023? We need the name of the country and a proper noun in the answer. Start the timer, please.
This could
Okay.
be Indonesia, no? And Nusantara.
Could be Indonesia, but
Nusantara.
No. It's Indonesia was 45, no? Independence. This could be Malaysia types.
Malaysia.
Malaysia and then what?
Malaysia.
Memorialized.
Some Asian games type.
But it'll be added to its name.
The mascot is Merdeka, must be the word. Merdeka. Merdeka is the mascot of which 2023 Asian Games?
Asian Games.
Okay, if you say
Asian
so.
Games been an odd year.
Merdeka is
Final answer, guys.
Some other game. The name of the country is Malaysia, and we'll say the proper known as Merdeka.
And what is the context of Merdeka?
Merdeka is what? Freedom? I don't know.
No, what is the context? How will it be memorialized in 2023?
Okay, it is the tallest building in the world. Tallest building in Malaysia. Yeah.
I'll give it to you. This is Merdeka 118 specifically, right? That is the Merdeka 118 tower, the KL 118 as it's called. The silhouette of the tower spire resembles the outstretched hand of Malaysia's first Prime Minister, Tunku Abdul Rahman, whom you saw there, when he proclaimed independence at Stadium Merdeka by chanting Merdeka 7 times. So that's a good answer to close it, though you were near about, using my discretion to give you the points. And one final look at scores. Matuka Mandram, after a fantastic quiz and a great fight, finished on 35 points, winning the first packet 18-16, but with a fantastic comeback and retaining the title as the first team ever to do that, back-to-back defending champions of the Premiership, also winners of the championship, are the Motley Crew. Congratulations, the Motley Crew. Very well played and a very well-deserved victory. Quick final words from the two captains, if you please.
What can I say? Marvelous questions and tremendous opponents. Made up a great contest. Really exciting. So full congratulations to everybody involved in creating these tremendous quizzes.
Thank you, Pat.
For that, thanks to AQL and all the people involved for the entire event, and congratulations to Motley Crew. Very good champions.
Thank you, Vinu. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Matuka Mandram. Thank you, Motley Crew. Thank you to everyone who's been watching our live stream on YouTube. Till we come back to you with another season of AQL. On behalf of Mervin Miranda, Rajiv Rai, Nicholas Pang, Caleb Liu, Aditya Kadre, this is me, Venki, saying bye-bye, take care. Thank you very much.
Well done, everybody.
Yeah.
Well played, Motley. Well played.
Fantastic game. Some great answering, Banu. Fantastic game.
You can stop the live stream.
Thanks, Venki. Thanks for reading.